A very good morning, my dear students. Now let us see the remaining question in Unit 12 Carbonyl compounds. The first question: what is Clemmensen reduction? What is Clemmensen reduction? Aldehydes and ketones, when heated with zinc amalgam and concentrated hydrochloric acid, gives hydrocarbons. Aldehyde and ketones, when heated with zinc amalgam and concentrated hydrochloric acid, gives hydrocarbon. Let us see the equation. Acetaldehyde and so ketone example acetone. So reduction takes place when we add zinc amalgam, zinc mercury, and concentrated hydrochloric acids. So what are the products? Hydrocarbon. Acetaldehyde turns to ethane and acetone turns to propane with water. Actually, what is reduction? Addition of hydrogen, removal of oxygen. Here oxygen is removed in acetaldehyde as well as acetone. So we can get the double bond convert into single bond. So each bond with hydrogen. So here ethane, the second equation propane. Double bond convert into single bond. So each bond bonded with hydrogen. So propane we got it. Now let us move to the second question. What is Wolff-Kishner reduction? What is Wolff-Kishner reduction? This reaction also acetaldehyde and ketones when heated with hydrazine. We have known very well the hydrazine molecular formula NH2 NH2, actually N2H4 N2H4 and sodium ethoxide the hydrocarbons are formed. Here hydrazine acts as a reducing agent and sodium ethoxide act as catalyst. So let us see the equation. Acetaldehyde and ketone. Now the reduction takes place with the hydrazine and sodium ethoxide. Hydrazine act as reducing agent and sodium ethoxide act as a catalyst. So product ethane and here propane. Acetaldehyde turns to ethane, acetone turns to propane. Now these are the byproducts, water and nitrogen. Now the third question. What is haloform reaction? What is haloform reaction? Here the haloform is a general word. Here chloroform. Haloform means the halogenated in the hydrocarbon, right? Now, so in the haloform is a general name. So in the general name we can see the chloroform. Chlorine is used. Chlorine is one of the halogen. Suppose we are using bromine, we can say bromoform. Then iodine, if you use iodine, the haloform we can say iodoform. So let us see the chloroform. So initial we have to take the reactant acetone. The acetone containing C double bond O group when treated with halogen and alkali sodium hydroxide we can take, give the corresponding haloform. Now the halogen, what halogen we have to take, that is chlorine, alkali sodium hydroxide. Now the C double bond O is bonded with 3, left side 3 acidic hydrogen, right side 3 acidic hydrogen. The left side, the CH3, the 3 hydrogen is replaced by 3 chlorine. 3 chlorine. The further sodium hydroxide is reacted. So now the bond cleavage is between CCl3 and C-double-bond-O. Here the sodium hydroxide NaO and H. The bond cleavage is between oxygen and hydrogen in sodium hydroxide. Now the hydrogen will move to the CCl3. So we can get the chloroform CHCl3. And the remaining, the C double bond O is bonded with ONA, and the C double bond O is bonded with the CH3. We can get sodium acetate. So we know that acetic acid molecular formula CH3COOH, the H is replaced by sodium. That's a sodium acetate, the name is given. Chloroform is a major product, sodium acetate is a byproduct. The fourth question, what is Claisen-Schmidt condensation? Claisen-Schmidt condensation. Here the benzaldehyde condenses with aliphatic aldehyde. Here the aliphatic aldehyde, acetaldehyde we have used. So acetaldehyde, how we can write? CH3 CHO. The CH3, the 2 hydrogen, it is extended. It's for to showing the removal of water. That's why the 2 hydrogen is extended in acetaldehyde. Now the benzaldehyde condenses with the aliphatic aldehyde, acetaldehyde, in the presence of dilute sodium hydroxide at room temperature to form unsaturated aldehyde. Unsaturated aldehyde, what is that? Chinnamaldehyde. Actually, from acetaldehyde 2 hydrogen, benzaldehyde O is removed as a water, so we can get chinnamaldehyde, right? That is called Claisen-Schmidt condensation. Next question 5. What is benzoin condensation? Benzoin condensation involves the treatment of an aromatic aldehyde with aqueous alcoholic potassium cyanide. The products are alpha hydroxy ketone. I repeat, the benzoin condensation involves the treatment of aromatic aldehyde. So aromatic aldehyde, what is that? Benzaldehyde, right? With aqueous alcoholic potassium cyanide we have to take. Now the 2 moles of aromatic aldehyde, benzaldehyde we have to take, just it is a fusion. So what will happen? The C double bond O, the double bond will cleave, and O minus, the O minus take this H plus from near the benzaldehyde. The H plus is bonded with the O. Then the C double bond O is directly bonded with the carbon. So what is the product? C6H5, CHOH, C double bond O, then C6H5. That is called benzoin. alpha hydroxy ketone. So IUPAC name 2-hydroxy 1,2 diphenyl ethanol. 2-hydroxy 1,2 diphenyl ethanol, that is called benzoin. Right? Here the functional group, two functional groups are present, C double bond O as well as hydroxy. So when we are giving the number, the C double bond O, that carbon is the first one. Next is CHOH, the CH carbon, second carbon. Right? The root word only 2 carbon. So eth is a root word. The first carbon is bonded with the first carbon has double bond O. So known, we have to write it ethanol. So 1 comma first carbon bonded with the C6H5. The second carbon also bonded with the C6H5. Right? The second carbon OH also is bonded. That's why 2-hydroxy 1,2 diphenyl ethanol. It is called benzoin. Now 6th question. What is Perkin reaction? What is Perkin reaction? When aromatic aldehyde, benzaldehyde we can use, is heated with aliphatic acid anhydride. Actually acetic anhydride. Here the aromatic aldehyde benzaldehyde is heated with acetic anhydride. Acetic anhydride we can get from 2 moles of acetic acid. From that water molecule is removed, we can get acetic anhydride. In the presence of sodium salt of acid, so which acid I have to use? Sodium acetate. Sodium salt of acid means sodium acetate. Now what will happen? Under heating, water molecule is removed. Water molecule is removed from acetic anhydride H2 and oxygen from benzaldehyde. After removing the water, we can get the product like this. Then again the removal water is reacted. The water is reacted again. So the bond cleavage occurs between CH3CO and oxygen here. So now what is the product? Cinnamic acid. Here H will go, C double bond to O with OH. So acetic acid. Here H will go means we can get cinnamic acid. C6H5, CH double bond, CH bond COOH. This is known as Perkin reaction. Now, Knoevenagel reaction. Knoevenagel reaction. Here aromatic aldehyde is treated with malonic acid. Malonic acid means the CH2 carbon has dicarboxylic acid, COOH. Here the catalyst is pyridine. The presence of pyridine. Benzaldehyde react with the malonic acid. The water molecule is removed like this. So we can get C6H5 CH double bond, C carbon bonded with 2 COOH groups, carboxylic acid groups. This undergoes heating. So one of the carboxylic acid release carbon dioxide. So finally we can get cinnamic acid, C6H5 CH double bond CH bond COOH. So just now we have seen the Perkin reaction. Perkin reaction product also cinnamic acid. Knoevenagel reaction product also cinnamic acid. Now question number 8. What is Schiff's base. What is Schiff's base? Aromatic aldehyde react with the primary amine. Aromatic aldehyde, we can take benzaldehyde. The primary amine means the alkyl group attached with N-2 carbon. That is called primary amine. Alkyl group attached with the primary carbon. Now, let us see the equation. Benzaldehyde with aniline. The primary amine is aniline. It undergoes heating, right? Aromatic aldehyde react with the primary amine in the presence of acid. Acid as well as heating. Acid means donating H plus. H plus is given, right? So water molecule is removed. Then we can get the product benzyl aniline. That is called Schiff's base. Benzyl aniline, right? It is called Schiff's base. Now question number 9. Write any two tests for aldehyde. So how to find the compound has aldehyde, whether acetaldehyde or formaldehyde or benzaldehyde, how to find it. Now two types of solution we have to use it. So one is Tollens reagent, another one is Fehling solution. The acetaldehyde is treated with Tollens reagent. Tollens reagent is an ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. Ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. When an aldehyde is warmed up with the Tollens reagent, a bright silver mirror is produced. The first equation we see in ammoniacal silver nitrate solution. So silver nitrate dissolved in ammonium hydroxide. The ions alone we can take for the reaction. So the product side, silver mirror will appear, right? The acetaldehyde turns to acetate ions and a silver mirror with water. So likewise, Fehling solution. Fehling solution, copper sulfate. Copper sulfate and ammonium hydroxide we have to take. That is mixture is called Fehling solution. Here initially the copper sulfate color is blue, and when the Fehling solution react with acetaldehyde, it gives red precipitate, cuprous oxide. Cuprous oxide, that is a red precipitate. Here also acetaldehyde turns to acetate ion and a red precipitate. So by which we can understand the compound has aldehyde group. The last question, write the preparation of malachite green dye. So how to prepare the green dye? Now benzaldehyde, aromatic aldehyde, react with N, N dimethyl aniline. So aniline formula we have known that the benzene attached with N-2, right? That is called aniline. The 2 hydrogen is replaced by 2 methyl. Likewise, 2 moles of N, N dimethyl aniline we have to take it. Now the N dimethyl is opposite side, just 1 hydrogen is extended in the 2 N, N dimethyl aniline. The opposite hydrogen is extended. Here it is showing to removal of water. There are 2 hydrogen from N, N dimethyl aniline and 1 oxygen from benzaldehyde. When we use powerful dehydrating agent, concentrated sulfuric acid, so water is removed, so we can get the product. That product is called malachite green dye. Thank you.